Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Redwings, Pog, Champ. That is the intro. That's it. That's everything. You can go ahead from here.
I was just looking at the audio levels in judgmental disappointment. Not happy, Blake. But
bro, who rushed out the start of this game before I had time to do an audio test? Was that me or was that you?
well, it's because you're telling a story for like a long time. Anyway,
At least 30 seconds.
yeah. Here we are on Company of Heroes 2. We're casting Redwings. Always have. I mean, there's no coincidence we're casting this replay. It's because Redwings is in it, and he's a boss. And already, can you hang on? Can you hear them? It's all the butthurt people whining about us casting Famenville again. Man, on that last video, there was so many comments for like, "Oh my god, why are you guys casting this map?" It's like, look, it's not our fault. Like, we're not the ones who are like, "Hey man, do you want to cast this game?" No, it's on Angoville. I don't want to cast this game.
No.
You know, we cast generally the replays of the week, or we cast, you know, whatever replays have the two like best players in them, and it always happens to be this map, Famenville. You know, so we're the victims here. We're not creating this, and we've been through this, man. Years of casting 0 hour, where people would only ever play on Tournament Desert, which fortunately has changed now. But yeah, I have no tolerance for people whining about, like, why are you casting Famenville? Well, shut up, dude. We're casting the games between two top players, and the two top players will always trump the map. Unless it's like a terrible map, if it's like, you know, the Shelf or something. But, anyway, that's just my saltiness out of the way already, so now we can go in with a positive mindset.
We can actually cast video games now, so yeah. Geez, my 30-second story, your 2-minute rant. Love your work, machine. Redwings will be out. Brits, it's been a while since we casted the UKF in early Bren, infantry sections, standard BO. I like it. But Fahu's been playing pretty well around it with his grenadiers. I mean, you just want to, best way to deal with a Bren, get behind heavy cover and just chill there with grenadiers. It works well.
Yep. This is just the live game. There's no full balance preview here. Also, salute minute silence for full balance preview. Now Ripperino Cappuccino. So it's sad, but you know, I think there's potential for mods to be more popular now. Like I want to do another tournament for my mod, the GG Coh mod. You know, whatever. For me, it's just like I want replays. That's all I really care about is replays. You know, whatever. As long as they're good replays. If it's a mod, if it's not a mod, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we're at the point, even with the live game or mods or wherever, it's just like you can have really, really good games. Like, good games just happen. It's not like there's huge imbalances or anything like that.
He says while it now everyone's mad. Yeah, it's like, I think it's easier to get good games on mods, but it doesn't mean that you will only, you know, not by any means get good games on mods. As the past 100 or so videos on our channel has demonstrated.
Yeah.
This is a risky engagement though. You gotta remember the Tommies are so good at wiping things at long range if you retreat with not many models.
A couple of windows inside of the house and no retarget from the section inside of the house, which is probably the right idea. Probably wouldn't have got the last Grand model. Actually, lucky to get an additional one there. The Grand still had plenty of health.
You gotta be careful in this house.
Yeah, especially with the Grens on the retreat path. I mean, shot blocker's gonna be nice with the house. Grens weren't moved preemptively to get a nice angle on that infantry section. If they had been, might have been in trouble.
The Mad Dog Pioneers getting shredded there, negative cover. I mean, it's pretty good because if you can do damage early, wow, look at that. Jeez, really shredding them. If you can do damage early on, it can be quite hard to repair that because you're gonna have to burn that crew repair, but he already has sappers though. It's you know, it's tier 2 with 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah. It was the build that goes straight into sappers. It was pretty common.
We're losing a capture point.
We used to see sniper after this as well, but yeah, essentially a very common build order. But I mean, we haven't casted UKF in a while, so can't exactly say like this is or isn't meta currently.
UKF or UKF forces?
Yeah, bro. RIP in peace, mate. RIP in peace.
So he's got 4 Grens though. Pretty aggressive build here from Fahu. He could definitely go for the G43s. So maybe we'll see Redwings not go for his sniper. A, because sniper's meta, and B, because he has 4 Grens, which is a pretty aggressive playstyle. And not often what you see for the the Wehrmacht, despite all those memes.
So Redwings meta meme here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we go 5-man squad.
Yeah, love it. Nice. It's actually a really good time to go for 5-men as well. You need to retreat all the squads and get them reinforced. Just, hey, let's just add on another model. So,
Yeah, that being said, though, you can get some Mad Dog mind games where you're like, look, my squad's on half health because they're a 5-man squad now. The health bar goes down.
Yeah.
So your opponent thinks your models actually have less health than what they do.
Not the greatest of engagements here for Redwings, but he can take this kind of stuff. Because you have 5 models, even if they're not really cost efficient, he's forcing Grens out of cover because, that being said, that isn't actually... Oh, it's a nasty rifle nade. So that's the worst range to engage Grenadiers at. Not only, for obvious reasons, like not only are you... Oh, this Gren's pretty low. Not only are you not inside of range for cover cancelling, where the heavy coverage isn't going to count at really close range, you're also at minimum range for rifle nades, which is a really bad spot. And you have the least amount of time to react to rifle nades. So.
Dude, I can't dodge rifle nades at max range.
Right, yeah.
You can dodge rifle nades at minimum range.
Yeah, that's my life. Yeah, so interesting engagement by Redwings. That was just going to go badly. Yeah. It's not like, I kind of liked... Well, I'm going to say something I liked about Dawn of War 3. Assault Marines, when they jumped, if they jumped at max range, it was the same travel time as when they jumped at short range as well. So there wasn't like any really cheesy stuff you could do where you just jump up straight up and down or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like with rifle nades, it'll do a long arc, but if it's short, it won't be the same travel time. It'll just be a shorter arc, a much shorter arc. It doesn't still go up in the air and come down.
Yeah, remember the old... Like the rifle nades, before they changed the veterancy bonuses, you used to get extra range at Vet 2.
Yeah.
A max range rifle nade, you actually had a long time to dodge that because it traveled through the air like... Yeah, no, there's actually some things I do like about Dawn of War 3. Like, I like the amount of unit variety in the early game. I feel like you could open up with a few flexible ways, so... I don't like... I know that you said that as a joke, but I don't like the mentality of, like... If I don't like this one game, then all of a sudden everything in the game I have to criticize, and everything in the game sucks. You know, I think things can be both good and bad in certain ways simultaneously.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
just a matter of like how many bad things are there compared to how many good things are there. And in the case of DAO 3, it's...
So what good points did you draw from CNC 4? Just wondering, you know.
That was funny. I got nothing, man. I got nothing. I cannot think of anything positive about CNC 4. That game was a train wreck. Yeah. Anyway,
back to the game at hand. First LMG upgrade here for Fahu. Solid investment. Love some great upgrades, especially if your unit preservation is on point, and oh boy, his unit preservation is on point. The second one's on the way as well. In the case of Mr. Redwings, sees the 222 out in the field. Piats on the Royal Engineers. Love it, so he's unlocked weapons. Very cool, but yeah, starting straight off with the Piats. Yeah, at least give a bit of pressure onto this 222 and just make sure it can't roll over his current squads, because no AT currently with the exception of the Piats.
a lot of fuel in the bank.
Triple Engineer, wow.
Yeah, he's definitely not going for an AEC. How to tell your opponent's going for an AEC? Do they have 3 sappers and do they have weapon racks?
Yeah. I hear the sound I hear the sound of a mid-game Piat blood.
Right.
Can you hear it calling? I hear it calling.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't overcommit. I mean, you don't want to build 10 Piats if your opponent only has a scout car.
Yeah.
But, you know, Bren's obviously going to be really helping versus the LMG Grens, but for a while he doesn't need the Brens because he still has that 5-man advantage.
Yeah.
They're only Vet 1 Grens. Not all of them have the LMGs.
Yeah. Yeah, Vet 2 kitted Grens are going to be an issue for him to start trading with, even at long range. When the infantry sections are behind cover, that's going to be a problem without upgrades. But until that Vet 2 LMG timing hits, that's going to be cool. But if Redwing sees, it depends on how many, if he's really looking at models for Piats as well, if he sees, say, like 3 squads of engineers with Piats, he might just go, all right, I'll grab a squad of Grens, for example. Try and look for some favorable trades. Because he's going to win any engagement 1v1 with Pigrins where squads are moving around. So give them a lot of pressure along the sides of the map. That would be cool to see.
Nice little bait there. I think that was a bait. Piat's dropped 2 models trying to hunt down that scout car. Redwings actually has lost some territory though, so this is normally why you see people go the AEC. It does give you good map control, not only denying your opponent's light vehicles, but it's able to put pressure on against your enemy's infantry squads. Even good cutoffs as well here from Fahu. He's playing very aggressive. He's got a double pack. Yeah, I don't know why he's got double pack.
It's very early.
I mean, look at these map control as well. Redwing doesn't have much territory. I guess he's only seen 2 sappers though.
Yeah, 1 sapper actually went down there as well on retreat. It was one of the squads with at least 1 Piat as well. So that kind of sucks. Long range LMG damage, not something to be mucked around with. I understand this, the first pack. It's like, oh, what if he goes for an AEC? But the second pack is interesting.
Then you always want 1 pack. Whereas you don't need 2 packs if you have the tank before your opponent. Whereas you want 2 packs if you're behind in tank battles, if you're trying to deal with like a Sherman and you don't have armor of your own. But if you have 2 packs and also you have map control, then yeah, it can end up just being stolen. That's the thing, is that unless you just leave it in your base like this, in which case it's kind of just draining pop cap or whatever.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter. I mean, Fahu's in a great spot, especially with that squad wipe. So he won't get punished, for having 1 less squad because he doesn't have 1 less squad. Look at the pop cap. It's 55 against 43.
But in terms of the unit composition part he's throwing down, it's fine. So
We're losing a capture point.
Redwings actually rebuilt the squad of NGs.
Yeah.
Interesting. Not sure what he's thinking. I mean, what about commander choice? Is there something that would draw you towards like going for this many engineers? Or
Well, he has elite the infiltration commandos, but yeah, they're not really dependable. If he had a normal commandos, maybe, but even normal commandos, I think they're just really expensive. But I know some people really like commandos.
do NGs win this engagement?
No.
I don't think so. Like,
Nah, they shouldn't do.
bet 2. Yeah, that's a problem. It's an issue.
Actually, they might. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
Wow. That got help.
Wow.
Oh, he's gonna drop an LMG. Oh no!
Is that the comeback? Is it real, boys?
Oh, he's gonna drop it.
Uh,
Surely he should have chased that.
yeah.
NGs? Yeah, that's weird. Really should have chased that. I mean, I understand stopping, but could have kept them in range for a lot longer. Probably I'd say the ideal play, and something I did a lot with those short range kind of combat squads, is you run until the barrier hits into mid range. So you got close range, mid range, and long range when it comes to infantry kind of damage profiles and combat. So you run with a squad until like it hits mid range, and then you stop for the accuracy bonus. Because a lot of those close range squads really suffer when it comes to accuracy on the move. So you kind of chase where it's close range and they got really high DPS, and then when it starts getting a little bit too far away, then you can stop, but and try and look for accuracy to pick up the last model. But we really didn't see that from Redwings. You just stopped straight away when he's in really close. So that was kind of weird.
Yeah, especially if they're running through you, being stationary is good for that little bit there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Redwings, he has 90 fuel, and there is a tier 3, so there should be a Cromwell sometime soon, but there also should be a Panzer IV soon, right? Yeah, it needs a little bit more fuel, maybe a bit more manpower too.
Not a bad game for PopCap. I mean, do we see Command before here? What does Fahu have? He's running Lightning War. Storm obviously doesn't, and it's Spear. It is Spearhead, so yeah, no. Okay. So it's getting harder and harder to recognize Combat Heroes 2 commanders, because it was difficult to start off with for Wehrmacht and Soviets in particular. Now, not having gone into not having like regularly casted the game for tournaments or anything.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that there isn't 20 commanders for, US, OKW and such. It just makes them more unique. Like, I really don't like how you have 20 commanders that just have interchangeable abilities. I also think the more recent commanders from like US and OKW, they're also the artwork is a lot more distinguishable. So regardless of the fact that the commanders are actually different, but just they look a lot different, they look a lot more different. Like if we compare these 3 commanders here, like they look a lot more unique, I think. Where you compare these two, it's like, one has an eye patch, and like that's it, really. Like, what's the seriously? Like, there's a slightly different. There's like fur on his coat for Lightning War, and there's like a slightly different helmet.
Is it racist that we can't tell the difference between German facial features? I don't know. Like, I'm a big fan of Redwings not committing into a tank yet. It's just like, man, there are already two packs on the field. I'm kind of playing into your hands if I go for it. Just gone for a bit of his own AT now with the 6-pounder.
He actually got a second squad of pioneers there.
Yeah.
He's got a flamer and a sweeper. The flamer's going to be handy if we start seeing trenches, though those always are a possibility.
Like a mines this game, really haven't seen a lot. Get it from Fahu, who's been investing into, he's on triple LMG now. He's got 5 grands. Wow, that must have been a new one.
Zero kills.
Yeah. Why is he going for the LMG on the low squad? I don't see the benefit in that. Does he want to engage up close? Does he think about he might go G43s and he wants them on the high vet squads, or?
No, I think the thought process is that if I give my LMG to my Vet 0 squad, as opposed to my almost Vet 3 squad, I'm going to accumulate veterancy much faster.
Right.
So I think that's actually the smart play, you want to upgrade your low vet squads so that they do gain veterancy much faster. Whereas otherwise that Vet 0 squad is going to stay at Vet 0 for a longer time, and then there's more manpower bleed.
So I guess it does level out your veterancy. I understand that.
Yeah, especially when it's already Vet 3, then you're just wasting the vet gain.
Yeah.
And this is almost Vet 3.
No, I understand that. Yeah, because it is almost Vet 3, makes sense. So yeah, smart.
Same with like a flamer. If you have a Vet 2 pioneer squad and a Vet 0 pioneer squad, put the flamer in the Vet 0 squad.
No damage, no veterancy.
Yeah, I just realized this UC, the universal carry, is actually still alive. I mean, he does have a command vehicle on actually 2 of these commanders, so keeping that alive would be useful. Nice little dodge there.
Nice. And it kind of makes sense playing for that, like the way he's been using it. The UC really hasn't overextended here or been used very actively, so wanting to keep a hold of it potentially for command vehicle or something. So. Coh2 also still alive. Unit preservation on point. I do love these high tier games, but we're yet to see a medium tank. We're 17 minutes into the game. Now, both of our players have so much preemptive AT. I mean, we have 5 Faust double pack on the field for Fahu with the 222. Redwings, on the other hand, 2 squads at least of engineers with Piat and the 6-pounder. It's just like, do I even want a medium tank into this?
Yeah, they both have the resources, but no tank. So maybe we'll see the tier 4. We have the tier 4.
No, yeah, it makes sense. I do like it. It's a nice adjustment.
And could be a bunch of things here. Anything really is going to be viable from that structure, I think.
I like Panzerwerfer.
Yeah, I mean, that'll work.
Yeah, as for Redwings,
anything will work really. As for, I was just thinking about it. It's fine. As for Redwings, yeah, Redwings. I mean, do you want to have a tank?
He's got an ambil, so yeah.
Okay, Churchill.
Yeah.
All right.
Go Churchill.
He doesn't have a croc or anything, does he? Oh, AVRE. Oh my god. Yeah. I bet it's gonna be that. Of course it is.
Gotta be. I feel as though a Panzerwerfer would create a lot of pressure here, and it's not pressure that Redwings can respond to. There's no medium tank on the field. The Panzerwerfer is so much safer without a medium tank or any way, really, to kill the Panzerwerfer currently for Redwings. Generally, it's a unit you'll go for when your opponent already has ways of dealing with it, and you're just like, oh, well, I'll just have to play safe with it. Normally, it's okay. In this case, I mean, Fahu can pretty much do what he wants. Minimum range Panzerwerfer barrages would be pretty insane, especially the first one. I mean, imagine if you had a Panzerwerfer here.
Yeah,
look at that.
That'd be nasty.
Like, that would be insane. Like, the manpower bleed is just, brutal. And it just gives wipe potential that currently hasn't been here for the game. This hasn't been wipe potential for either player because the relative lethality of these units is low. It's infantry combat. And if your retreats are on point, you shouldn't be losing units. Oh no, Caster's gone! Fahu! I'm sorry, Fahu, I forgot about Caster's curse. Sorry, Fahu. My bad, man. I gotta take responsibility for that. That wasn't Fahu's fault. My words echoed through time and just made him lose a squad.
Okay, Fahu looking for his tiger. And Redwings getting the vanilla crocodile. Churchill, man, we're rusty, aren't we? Jeez. The Churchill, yeah, that's what it is.
Get us we out of here,
Well,
man.
we?
I could always tell tank portraits. That was my thing.
Really?
But
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
Squads.
Yeah, I'm sure you remember that. Oh,
I
look,
just don't want to, you know,
I
be
know
singled out here.
I know my centaurs from my Cromwells. Nah, dude, look, we're both rusty. I'll take responsibility. My vocal joints are a creaking. But this game is a bit of WD-40 to the straight down the gullet, which we don't recommend in real life, but it works for casting. We're getting warm, shaking off the rust. They're gonna come into throws too.
Yeah.
Looking towards our victory points. 436 for Fahu, 316 for Redwings. Which is why we haven't seen anyone commit into a medium tank. It's like no one's in a really dodgy position in terms of territory or victory points. There's nothing forcing them to make a decision. The Churchill
Enemy causing trouble.
has arrived.
Take
How will
hard
use it?
points.
Yeah, that can be the problem with over-investing in preemptive AT. Especially if it's light vehicles. If you're building 2 packs and your opponent doesn't have a light vehicle, they're not going to build a light vehicle.
Crews are ready to carry out emergency
Ah,
vehicle
land
repairs.
mattress. I think that's going to be how he
Yeah.
On the way.
It's good.
complements
I like
his
it.
Churchill.
Yeah, really well.
We're losing a
Smart,
capture point.
smart, intelligent decision.
I don't think I've actually seen the like post-nerf land mattress.
Might have done. Yeah, I'm really not sure actually. Can't remember. Churchill hasn't been very active. I mean, generally when you're the first to have tank pressure on the field, you want to make use of it, but he almost hasn't revealed it, which is just weird. I mean, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna, oh, Churchill out of nowhere, oh no, I'm gonna lose a squad. The white potential's so high. Not really.
Chase you on
Yeah.
retreat.
That's right, take it.
Just, you get sneaking up behind a squad and nade it, so
Yeah.
hey, get wrecked. Crew self-defense.
I mean, they should rename that to crew free squad wipes.
Yeah, crew free squad wipes.
'Cause that's really what it is.
I
Let's be
still
honest.
remember the first time I built a Churchill. I'm like, Callum, this tank can throw grenades. What's going on? And I drove past it, an AT gun, and just naded it on the way past.
The
Ridiculous.
drive-by nades. Oh
Yeah,
my
the
god,
drive-by
what the
nades.
hell is this? He goes back
Jesus.
forwards. He's gonna get tagged by Faust. Now, I think he may have cancelled the Faust there because it wouldn't have actually got the damage engine off.
Yeah.
One pack shot wouldn't have been enough. So yeah, that's a pretty bad way to. That's not how you get a free squad wipe there.
It's still there as well. Gonna take another round of pack shots. At least 4 pack shots here. It's actually, that's a nice back way.
Now he has been on hold. Oh, look at that! The commandos. Was it a bait?
Causing trouble.
Was it a bait all along?
I think it was a bait. That was well played by Redwings. I got an error on the side if that was a bait to get the wipes. Commando's gonna be running in. Throwing anything. They're just gonna be running down these packs. I mean, getting one here is like good. I ain't gonna get any. That's, yeah, it's disappointing.
It's a nice pushing though with that scout car. Gammon Bomb actually only gets 1 model.
That's a really weird. I can't believe. I mean, normally you gammon bomb straight away in that scenario. You pop the commandos out, run in. I'd gammon bomb one pack and gun down the other one, and we didn't see that from Redwings. They're so clunky in terms of their movement. It's so easy to land the gammon bomb, but the commandos have kind of failed, and those infiltration commandos are not very good. The power of those kind of garrison call-ins is their ability to wipe support weapons straight off the bat. So you instantly get value added out of the squad. They kind of pay themselves off straight away. At that point, you know, there can be to a degree dead weight, but it's worthwhile if you got double packs there, for example.
Yeah, I think calling that a bait was maybe a little bit too charitable because I think if Redwings really wanted to bait that, if that was this, you know, preconceived grand plan, he would have actually had the Churchill going back in. Because the Churchill didn't go back in.
Right, yeah.
He kept it there the entire time. He should have basically, you know, stayed it there so it can soak the damage up.
Yeah.
Because it's a very durable tank. You know, if the packs are going to stay and fire at it, it won't kill the Churchill, and the commandos will just kill those packs very, very quickly. So I think it was sort of a emergency, like, oh crap, how can we turn this around? And now he's got, you know, a Tiger on the field against a Churchill, which won't be able to do too much. It's also a lot of veterancy over this Tiger because
Yeah.
it'll pen like every shot.
Yeah.
They-
It
they-
is a lot of veterancy.
They have a lot of health, but not much armor. The Churchills.
And so I suppose the engineer build makes sense. He's actually lost another one. It did. I mean, preemptively had 3 engineers, and you end up repairing a lot of damage on the Churchill. Engineers are very busy. So I suppose that makes sense in terms of the build. That many repairs is a good amount of repairs. See a follow-up land mattress soon. Hopefully we will see a Churchill bait for the land mattress to try and look for wipes on the packs.
Losing a capture point.
What would be ideal is actually would have been combining the infiltration commandos with a land mattress, and you're just guaranteed to wipe their support weapons.
You guys also have the option for the heavy engineers. That will help out his repair speed.
Fahu's control over the sides of the map has been insane. Just realized, I suppose, Redwings, a lack of units and how they were positioned as well. Redwings just sticking to his guns in terms of the middle of the map and holding that central victory point. Holding the cover in that area, not moving or being very active with his infantry sections. So Fahu takes advantage of that, splits off with Grens. Huh?
He just killed one of his own model.
Really?
The Churchill, its round hit that car and
okay,
did a whole bunch of damage and dropped a model there in his own squad. Remember that tightrope video where his King Tiger kills his own squad?
Yeah. Good stuff. Poor tightrope.
Oh no, bro.
Oh no.
I just wiped my own squad.
These commandos are in trouble. Tiger's gonna crush them.
Don't you hate that when your main gun turns around like that?
Yeah, it's annoying.
And you end up getting like
X gun. Yeah.
yeah, it's missing. Well,
Fixed gun is
not
what I
being
want.
able to fire.
A supply
Oh, gross. Engineer's Piat Flamer. So land mattress is set up, ready to go, and hasn't been revealed yet. So the first barrage is going to be key for Redwings and how he uses it. His pathway back into this game is wiping the packs or wiping Grens so that he creates a bit of pressure, at least for the Churchill can start pushing out on the map. The first barrage is crucial. 436 VPs for Fahu, Redwings on 152, thanks to pretty much the 2 VP constant lead Fahu has been putting on.
Yeah, after that first barrage, you may see Fahu split up his packs rather than kind of this, using them as a control group. That being said, the commandos have been revealed. Is it firing?
Is that a guess?
No, isn't that where the packs
That's where the packs were, but how do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's a bit of a waste, I suppose.
So unfortunately, I have no idea how he knew.
Should be a fair bit of... See, right now, dude, if he had that land mattress, that'd be so useful.
Yeah.
It's actually the strafing run as well, the close air support, but bit of a derpy Tiger positioning.
Yeah, I don't know. Fahu isn't really floating that many munitions that it's worth blowing that.
a capture point.
Probably would have been better to hold onto it for a chance when he has hold onto it for a chance when he has a chance to kill the Churchill as opposed to just getting damage down. But it's not an Su-85 that gets like one strafed, so.
Well, it will give him a fair bit of VP control. It will hold the triple cap for a while, and that's always useful when your opponent doesn't have much left.
Certainly the pressure creating strafe is one of the best ones.
Oh, another white.
Another one, same spot. It's definitely gone. 100%.
100% guarantee.
100%. 100%.
Oh.
Come on, man. The Archanaut guarantee never fails. I put my words on things like energy drinks, Krispy Kremes, and squad wipes. So, very consistent. Nice use of the infiltration commandos, by the way. I'm guessing that's them down south looking for the cap. As a guess, that's how I would be playing it. So I'm guessing that's what the squad is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, side caps, best you can kind of hope for with them. You're never going to take a heads-up engagement against a Gren squad with an LMG in cover that has veterancy 3.
Yeah, and then you can just put him behind the cover somewhere, and if the Grens run past you, then you can get a really nice ambush.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're trying to run into really anything, then you're just going to get wrecked.
Yeah. So here's the Panzerwerfer. That time here for Fahu. Going for the Tiger first. Certainly don't hate it. Good plays. The Panzerwerfer will be nice. Really solidify his map control. At some point, Redwings is going to have to group up to push central VP. VPs are going to become a problem. They really are. Just below 100 VPs are a problem. They're a huge consideration. And Panzerwerfer will hopefully find some nice barrages. Still not a lot of pressure on the Panzerwerfer as well. Churchill isn't exactly mobile, no, there's the expander. I mean, there isn't even really a PM block.
He's lost 3 squads to inattentiveness right now, and
I mean, maybe it's just he stacked up Gren squads because he knew he was going to lose them later on in the game. That's kind of what it's looking like.
It matters though.
It does.
The late game, for the VP control especially, it's so important having those infantry squads. Might be worth him building an MG42 to just make sure he doesn't lose a cutoff.
Yeah, MG42 would be awesome.
VP.
Yeah. Especially the surprise MG42 I didn't know was there in a garrison. So you go for a VP cap and it's like, oh, there's an MG42 there, and then you have to retreat that squad, and then when you come back, you know you have to deal with it, but it buys a lot of time.
Yeah, it's hard to use the HMGs aggressively when your opponent, you know, gets that Vet 3 LMG blobs, but if
trying to take a point from us.
if your intention is just for VP control or for holding VPs, then that's fine. But you know, you don't want to move it around. That's just how you get your MG stolen.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind some more aggressive Tiger positioning. Fahu doesn't know exactly what the composition is from Redwings, but at the moment it's only really 1 6-pounder that's the danger. I mean, even just a bit of poke on this Churchill could be nice. To get the veterancy up on the Tiger, it's what I want to see. Get more veterancy. Veterancy is a good thing.
Yeah, it's almost Vet 1. What does this get? The crew will defend the sides of the tank, attacking infantry with small arms. What?
Interesting.
How have I not seen that? Does it like just start firing out of the sides or something? That's weird.
They pull out like light machine guns and just start spraying along.
Oh, dude, it's like the crocodiles, the ruse from Coh2 all over again.
Oh, ruse! Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember it's like given I didn't play Company of Heroes, I remember you just telling me it's like, man, you don't know about kangaroos, and you spent literally an hour informing me about how bullshit they were in Company of Heroes, and just like showing me pictures and getting me into a game and stuff, so I could understand your pain when it comes to the crocodiles.
For anyone that doesn't know, so the kangaroo, it was a transport carrier. It was, I believe, it was on the same chassis as the I don't even know what the tank is called. The Cromwell chassis. And so I had like the same health as, so it was a clown car with tank durability, and you could have 2 squads in there. So you could alternate between LMGs, the Brens, and then you could pull out your Piats. So like you would use AT guns, it just goes in with the LMGs. You go in with tanks, it swaps out into the Piats, and you finally manage to kill it. And like, oh, awesome, I've killed it. Now let's set my opponent back 10 fuel. It cost like 10 or 15 fuel. It was so stupid. So yeah, it was the ultimate clown car. The clown tank is what it was. Clown tank.
It's an incredible recovery here from Redwings. He's been playing excellent Company of Heroes 2 for the last 5 minutes, and he's stalled the VPs out at 99. He's on the triple cap, taking very favorable engagements, excellent barrages with his land mattress. His squads are quite low now. They've had to really fight their way across the map, so we'll see some retreats. And a bit of map control regain for Fahu now, but very nice push and a good stall.
All right, let's see it. It's Vet 1. I want to see these swag drive-bys.
Pew, pew.
Well, this is a big retreat though. Look, every squad's retreating.
They're all low, man. They're so low.
600 manpower. It's going to be like half of that by the time he's done.
Plenty of fuel, 233. A lot of options.
Wait, he lost a squad.
Sorry?
Didn't he just...
Whoa, what's going on? Was he trying to... Did he try and go for the pack? I mean, he wiped the pack earlier. Oh, that was interesting. So another NG squad went down.
Yeah. It was the NG squad there, and another... He only has 1 NG squad left. So it was two of the engineer squads that went down. Going to be pushing aggressive now with the Tiger. Look at the VP control again. Fahu's recovered, and you know that mass retreat, you will lose VPs when that happens. So now Fahu has to try and hold this territory. He's got a Panzerfa barrage almost ready to go. He's got another strafing run ready to go. So he's looking in a pretty good spot. It's going to be hard for Redwings to break this because, as you said earlier, you know, how do you break a VP? You blob, and when you blob, well, you get a Panzerfa for that.
Yeah. Also, Fahu's got a nice population gap for a medium tank here as well if he decides to go for one. So it's a possibility.
Yeah, his squad was too low. They should have actually used the medical repair, the medical supply thing.
Yeah.
Because if that squad was at full HP, that definitely would have helped that VP.
Yeah. It's actually nice that he's got a squad of the G43s. It's going to be a huge boon against the commandos. like winning those close range engagements. If you can actually get behind cover and be healed. Swaggineers, or like, is that what you're looking at?
Oh, I was thinking of like G Fuel 43s.
Oh, the G Fuel 43s. I like that.
No need for panic, but we've only got 50 points left.
Shim and Firefly. Okay. Actually, that's a recovery. Oh no, that's heavy engineers.
Heavy engineers,
No.
heavy engineers.
Man,
That's why I said swaggineers. So yeah.
Right. They're kind of crawling.
Not my finest moment when it comes to a unit intro, but you know.
So he has a flamer, a Piat, and an LMG. Oh my god, the LMG from the heavy engineer upgrade.
Dude, not a mind was seen this game, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, Redwings, especially with all these engineers, you should have more mines. But I suppose there was never vehicles actually pushing and being aggressive.
Yeah.
But even then, you know, 30 munitions for like 2 models can be pretty useful.
The Firefly is ready to give someone a bloody nose.
The Firefly does give a munition sink as well, so that's gonna be nice. Yeah. Get some rockets firing. Gotta go for, you know, upgrades. Spotter. That the UC's dead. Commandos, what are you doing?
He rifle-nailed it.
Nice.
A
But
universal
see,
carrier has been
no, that's
mapped
weird
out.
though, because he's not on hold fire, so he's going to be taking a long-range engagement with his commandos. If he was on hold fire, it'd be okay, because then they would stay there. He could wait until something is capturing and then, you know, throw a grenade or whatever. But he needs to have it on hold fire if he's going to be on that side of the VP. But 50 VPs. Redwings has recovered them though.
Yeah. Still 357 for Fahu, stalling things out well. Short of losing everything, I don't see Redwings pulling out this crazy composition that's all of a sudden just going to force Fahu off the map.
And look at his float as well. Fahu can instantly rebuild that Tiger if he loses it. We're going to have a Panther queued up.
Oh yeah, the old the full pop cap queue up a Panther, and then yeah.
So he can't build one, because I think if you press build, it'll say like not enough pop cap.
Yeah.
But if he goes below the pop cap, he can start building it. Then if he reinforces, then it'll complete, and the Panther will then instantly be summoned as soon as he drops below the pop cap. So you don't have to have that wait for the build time.
I sacrifice 3 Grenadier models and summon the Black Eyes screw up all your AT guns of Panther. So it's great. Did I play that card game? It was fun,
Time
so.
for a tank to duel.
Do, do. And those engineers are slow. They are super weighed down. That's hasn't got a lot of work done. How many kills are we on? We've seen a couple of barrages, but
Well,
he's been holding onto those barrages. One. Ugh.
It's one more than the land mattress.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah,
Oh!
So, I did say that the land mattress has been nerfed, but I think most of the time it's just not very good barrages from Redwings, or at least certainly good dodges from Fahu. He's never really been at risk of losing stuff. He's always sort of caught it, and repositioned his forces, his packs at least.
I'm actually trying
Look at that though, the perfect circle around this scout car. Oh my god. But I mean,
Dude, you didn't have to move that far. The thing's invincible.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take
I mean,
one
I don't
of
even
the
know why he would barrage a scout car though. I guess he thought there'd be some squads passing
Yeah.
through there. There's the retreat path.
It's the Avenger equivalent in Company of Heroes too, just deflects.
Oh, there it
all
is,
the
look at
rockets, so, yeah. Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's a sten.
Nice. It is. Yeah, is it? It looks like it.
But it's like magical sten. There's no, like, I don't know, whatever. This guy could go down here. It's getting a bit of fire from the Tiger, from the packs as well. There she goes. Vet 2 Cromwell's destroyed. A little bit late there with the tulips, but it wouldn't have mattered. Man, there was this big battle going on, and I was just trying to find the stupid animations.
I don't know who zooms in on tanks though. It doesn't sound like a Company of Heroes caster thing to do.
Yeah, in Company of Heroes 1, you had the Hetzer, which is a little tank destroyer, like a smaller Jagdpanzer 4. At the top of it, it had the MG42, like a Pinto. But there wasn't actually a gunner like this. It was just floating in the air. It looked so silly.
So pretty huge misplay by Redwings. I understood the Firefly because he's gonna get so much safety, I thought, to the Churchill, because it's just like, okay, Tiger's diving in, no worries, just tulips it. That's fine. Long range DPS stops the Tiger from diving in. Churchill is protected and you get to hold VPs. He just kind of threw it away. I'm not sure if the Sherman was just way out of position. I'm assuming it was. I was too busy looking at the porthole of the Churchill at the time, but I'm assuming it must have been out of position because it just didn't go for the Tiger, and the packs were in a great position. Land Mattress, I mean, obviously didn't fire in the pack, so I don't know if the barrage... I mean, yeah, actually, it was a well-timed push by Fahu because Land Mattress barrage was on cooldown. It already went for the 222.
Oh,
so, yeah, well played.
He actually hit a mine, I think. We had a mine, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was also just... He just took too much pack damage. He got hit by a Faust, I think. And the packs were in position, so... It wasn't close. Like, that Churchill was going down, even if a Firefly showed up. But anyway, he's rebuilding the Churchill. He still has this core of the 3 vetted Tommy squads.
I feel that this is just kind of an unrecoverable float from Fahu, though. It's just too much float. You're gonna have to take down 2 Tigers minimum, and even then you're not gonna win the game. A 3rd Tiger's gonna show up. Assuming Redwings takes down 2 Tigers during this game, a 3rd Tiger will actually show up before the end of the game. Fahu's still on 288 VPs.
It's the worst feeling is like, man, that was so close. I almost killed his Tiger. If only I killed his Tiger. And then you watch the replay and you're like, oh, he actually had 1,000 manpower floated.
Yeah, really didn't matter, yeah.
I've been in that situation. Or like when you're versing someone that just isn't good and they just are spending 1,000, they're floating when they shouldn't be floating. Then it makes you feel not so good.
Munitions cases would be awesome here from Fahu to spam the Coh2 support. That'd be the best way to close out this game, but at this point he doesn't really need to. I mean, 27 VPs for Redwings. Can he recover? He's actually going for the caps now, so he should stall things out on about 24, but...
I think he wiped the squad.
25 points left.
Oh no, that must have been it there. Yeah, that was the squad that was firing at with that land mattress. The VP's getting down. Redwings. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is almost a Vet 2 Tiger now. It gets extra range. It gets less scatter, I think. So
yeah, it gets that range back again.
Yeah, so it does even better against infantry. And the range makes it a lot harder to use the tank destroyers because you don't have as much room for kiting. Okay,
Fahu could definitely do some more munitions.
Dude, I keep missing every single barrage. Oh my god, there it is.
Yeah. Section. There needs to be a, I don't know, like a red reticle appears on like the screen, the PUBG artillery style reticle or something on your mini map. It's just like, oh, there's the artillery.
Well, I guess what I really should be doing is actually looking at the mini map icon because you can see the direction the vehicle.
The Panzer versus
facing. You know which way it's facing.
Yeah.
And the land mattress too. Like, see how it's facing. So really, I should be looking at the mini map first.
Yeah.
And then go, okay, he's facing that way, so therefore he's obviously firing it here. So there you go, guys.
This is casting tips and tricks.
Yeah, tips and tricks for shell casting.
Yeah.
Nice use of the arty. It will make it a little bit harder for Fahu to cap that. The arty's pretty bad unless you have the air burst, and it's actually not bad.
Yeah. Three VPs in the head of Redwings. I don't know how the man does it. We made this comment before about Redwings. It's just like he does so much with so little. So if I was Fahu watching the game back, it's like he had how much pop cap? He was taking how many points? I mean, this is not as good an example as earlier in the game when he pushed back with like 20, 25 less pop cap than Fahu had and managed to get a triple cap on. But
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
the man knows what he's doing. He plays like he has everything. He plays like he's ahead in the game. Is a really cool mentality. It's like, I'm not behind, I'm ahead. What are you talking about?
Something that DevM does very well is he'll lose a squad and yet his aggression is still unrelenting.
Yeah, DevM's another player, yeah, it's definitely well known for that. So, excellent strike. Well done, Redwings. Sorry, well done, Fahu. That's fantastic. That's a good way to close the game out.
This is a nice one. He's finally found the land mattress barrage. Double pack goes down. Oh man, one of them was destroyed. The other one as well. I think that was actually his AT gun who blew it up. If he gets the other one too, that's going to make this...
Wow, he does!
It's going to be really hard for this Tiger to face off now against the Firefly.
Ooh. Come back, boys! It's possible. 194 VPs for Fahu, 24 for Redwings. It's possible. He might do this.
Tulips is available, but still the strafe is going. So, oh, it actually uses the tulips. Yeah, that was... Alright.
His engineer's getting strafed as well. You get out of there.
Almost got the 6 pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last strafe, so it should be okay.
Shouldn't be repairing while the strafe is overhead.
Yeah.
Lost 3 engineers.
Yeah, I definitely say that's the other benefit of the strafe, is that it will prevent repairs while it's on. The triple pass that is a while, so not only are you forcing the tanks back, you're stopping repairs for a period of time.
Unless your opponent has crew repairs.
Hey, that's where it's at.
Roomba.
So yeah, I mean, Fahu can do whatever he wants. The world is his oyster. He had a nice manpower float, having not gone for any caches. Bunch of fuel.
Well, Fahu's blown through his manpower float. He has plenty of fuel, but that won't matter now.
That is one of the issues with continually, if you consistently lose vehicles in the later stage of the game, you'll end up with a bunch of fuel and just not enough manpower, because upkeep is an issue. If you're always replacing to 100 pop cap, you're always going to have like too much fuel, more fuel than you need relative to manpower.
Well, especially if you're losing infantry squads as well. So you're also going to be replacing infantry, and then because they're Vet 0 squads, they don't trade very well, and you're going to keep reinforcing them. So yeah, losing stuff, obviously never good, but the later it becomes, the worse it gets. See, why was that revealed? Like, that probably wasn't on hold fire.
I didn't see it, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm criticizing Redwings here. If that was on hold fire, and the 3 squads just blobbed past, you threw a gammon bomb, that could have been nasty. But I think throughout this game, he hasn't been using hold fire on his commandos. Right. By phosphorus.
And cap my points.
Oh, Vet 2 Firefly.
Oh, here we go. Get him, 222. Get him. 24 BP, still sold out.
Whoa, what's this? Is Artie barrage?
More Artie coming down. Oh, his airburst might actually get... Yeah, those NGs are dead. Oh, retarget, retarget, retarget. Wrong squad, Bren. I swear they were firing at the tank there, at the Tiger, for well, at least the Bren was.
You also get the problem of LMGs aren't very good at pivoting.
Yeah.
There was multiple times where he kept kind of
tried to fire and pivoted, tried to fire, pivoted.
Yeah.
Oh, that match has been overextended here. G43 Grens.
The Vickers also wasn't set up properly.
Oops, there goes your veterancy. Oh wow, and the MG goes down as well. That's a game changer. Commando's not going to be very effective. Again, G43 Grens.
Yeah, a little bit
LMG
late there.
Grens.
That being said, though, he's up close versus those LMGs, and this is actually a Churchill directly in front of them. Could be a wipe on these Grens.
Definitely. The shot connects with the Churchill. Doesn't go
off.
off.
Rear armor Brumba. That should
Brumba
actually
chase.
do some good penning.
Yeah.
But only will get one rear armor.
Maybe goes for the commandos here. Retargets. No. Commandos. Low commandos. Anyone? No.
Man.
You interested, Brumba?
I'll take that.
Yeah. Brumba not interested. Up the north here we see another Tiger. The Tiger, D-Tiger. Going in.
That's so bad for the 6-pounder.
Such a good play.
He'll actually fire at the Firefly, and then the AoE damage will also kill the AT like that.
Wow.
He hits both of them simultaneously, but he is stunned right in front of these 2 tank destroyers. With the rear armor's coming through. This is a little bit antsy. The 6-pounder actually gets circled. Nice work so far, but still pretty low. Goes back and forwards. That's a crew repair. That's gonna buy some time. Where's the Churchill? You actually can't use your vehicles during that ability, so
yeah.
Okay, I mean, he has a couple of the Piats.
I'm still repairing through. He's repairing through the Tiger shots. Oh, just success. But the Piats might be able to get this. Piat.
6-pounder isn't facing properly. He's on the heavy engineers, so he can't chase very well. Oh my god, I don't know if that was the right play.
I mean, he almost repaired through that last Tiger shot. I'm pretty sure that was about to tick up. I'm not sure how it works, if it's like over time or if it's like tick.
Oh, I think it's gradual.
Tick, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that was very close to being survives the Tiger shot. That was very, very close to a survivable Tiger shot.
But if he didn't pop it, he probably would have just killed it though.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he didn't pop it, the Firefly was still reloading. The Tiger gets another shot in there, and if that penetrates, I think you just lose. Like, you lose the engagement.
But the 6-pounder was there. Like, that's the thing. He had both the 6-pounder and the Firefly, and the Churchill wasn't that far off either.
Yeah.
He had damage engine though. But...
Right. Yeah. Yeah. What I was saying is that I think if he didn't pop that, it goes down guaranteed to the next Tiger shot. Like, regardless if he tries to take the engagement before getting a shot off, it goes down. Maybe that's what he was thinking. It's like, okay, I'll try and repair through this Tiger shot and just kill it with a 6-pounder, but turns out not to be the right choice and doesn't actually micro the 6-pounder very well.
Speaking of repairs, he's got one squad of Pioneers.
Oh, no.
Tiger with no health, Brumbar pretty low. So instead, Fahu's like, you know what, dude? I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to build a new one. I'm just going to leave this Brumbar on my base. Won't bother repairing that. VP's very low, 10 VPs. Fahu doesn't need to hold the VPs for very long. This is so important here. Retreating this Tommy squad could be his end.
Yeah, it could be the game.
But he's taking fire from the Brumbar. He's pretty split up though. That's very, very useful. He wasn't at risk of losing that squad. He is now though. He could definitely just get that demolished.
So low on infantry. Even during those engagements, lost a squad. Gonna have to retreat now.
But the more he caps it, the longer it'll take for it to decap.
Yeah.
And he has the Churchill with the swag nades. Swag nades.
You gonna put super cool rave music on that as we went for the swag nades?
If I had a little bit longer, I would have rotated the camera as well. I would have like done something like swag nades. But it didn't take that long to actually use the ability.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty short cooldown. It's already ready to go. Yeah. What did I call it before? The free squad wipe nades? Now it's the swag nades.
Swag
it's always
nades.
changing.
Yeah, the name is in constant flux, and no one has squads. Fahu's low on manpower as well. 50 fuel is all well and good, but it doesn't do much good if it's just in the bank and not invested in tanks.
Look at the health from these vehicles. Even the scout car is like, please, sir, can I have some heals? Heals?
Heals? You want heals? How dare you? There are Tiger tanks on the field, and you're a 222 and you want heals?
I mean, Fahu's like, hey, Redwings, bro, dude, I'll trade you 500 fuel just for a little bit of that crew repair ability.
Yeah. That's a worthwhile trade.
Oh, okay, he's on hold repair, hold fire there, but the Brumbar wasn't too concerned.
One of the points is getting decapped. Now the middle's getting decapped. 83 VPs compared to the 10 for Redwings. Can't believe he's still in this game.
Dude, I'm so ready for the swag dates. I'm waiting for... damn.
Alright, and plans of for firing, looking for a squad. Doesn't find it. Nice dodge. Dodges with heavy engineers, which is akin to trying to play like StarCraft Brood War or something, the level of micro that you need to dodge Panzer barrages with heavy engineers. That was nicely done by Redwings. Oh, house goes down. That's another squad. Redwings could not afford to lose. That's really important. There are 3 capping squads, and they're all so low for Redwings. The middle's going to be decapped. Some of these tanks have been repaired, even with the Firefly there. Churchill still has the damage engine, even though the Firefly coming in gets another shot off. I'm pretty sure the Tiger can't finish this one, so it has so much health. This game, it looks over. The HMB is capping. I don't see any squads that can contest this. Redwings doesn't have enough manpower for a commando infiltration.
The MG didn't die. He needed to kill that MG because now it's ticking down VPs in favor of Fahu. Brumbar taking some damage. Will survive this one.
8 VPs.
But none of these tanks have health left. I mean, the Tiger's crawling back in, but he may get taken out there. Still, it's going to be a close one
6
here.
VPs.
We've got engineers.
Heavy
North one is secured.
5 VPs. Go down, die! Heavy engineers are in the circle. The cap starts. He'll get it. He'll get the decap. Just. I think he has to get it just. But no.
Oh, uses the sprint. Nice.
The sprint tactical movement's been popped. 1.
He'll get it.
1. Go
I'm telling. See, I knew it, man. I wasn't keen at all because I knew he was gonna get it.
Jeez. But is it even gonna matter at this stage in the game? And there are tanks going down here. Fahu's tanks are all so low. The Firefly's diving maybe a little bit too deep here. Everything's diving. Manga destroys Churchill. The Tiger's actually going to survive this one. The Tiger is still alive. It's on incredibly low health. Can the Firefly finish it off? It doesn't penetrate. It bounces the shot. The Churchill goes down as well. 75 points remaining for Fahu. Redwings. If he loses a point, he loses the game. And he's dropped all of his tanks. Everything he has now. 3 squads. Still has a Churchill on the side of Fahu,
Oh
who
my
has no repairs. He has 2 squads of Pioneers, a Tiger on Veteran C3, and the Panzerwerfer squad. He can maybe take an engagement. There's a Panzerwerfer firing, probably on that middle VP. But the heavy engineers, they dodge again. They dodge again. It's actually, yeah, Royal engineers. They're actually regular ones. Are they regular ones? No, they're heavy. They're just running around super fast.
I think it's only in enemy territory. They're slow. Oh, he actually gets the Brumba, but he has the main gun. He blows up the scout car that was. There's Churchill's back in the field.
Fahu's enough for 1 Faust. He can take out this Brumba with a Faust. I don't know if he's going to go for it.
The graveyard of tanks.
Good, and man, if this Brumba wipes squads, this is an incredibly smart play, but 1 Faust is actually going to get it. The Grens are retreating, 50 VPs for Fahu. Redwings has a triple cap on. His squads are reinforced. They're on the field. He's actually going for another tank. That's a weird decision. He's not going for infantry.
He may want to cancel that and just wait for infiltration commandos. He can spawn from both buildings.
Yeah, and win any engagement pretty much. I mean, I don't know if he knows what Fahu's infantry count is like. Double Pioneers have half repaired this Tiger, and Fahu's like, that's enough, man. That's enough repairs. I've got a triple cap on 28 VPs. Fahu has to get out on the field. He needs a VP cap now. He needs 2 VP caps. I'm not sure if he can actually do it. Does he have enough time? 22 VPs. Redwings can win this game on a single VP.
He's sprinting. Tactical movement down south. He will secure this one, but can he secure the north? Oh my god, there's no commandos available here. He actually may have given this away with his Cromwell.
Commandos might throw this game. Not even commandos. 10 VPs. This squad just needs to stay alive. Buy time. 7 VPs. One of the VPs getting decapped.
He'll get
4 VPs.
Oh, actually, no, maybe
it's
not.
Down.
No, he won't because it's a triple cap.
1 VP. He wins. Redwings win the game.
Yeah, he did it, boys. Redwings turned it around. That's casting, Blake. You got keen. You just want Red Wings to win, yeah.
Man, big Red Wings fan. Wow, he won that on 1 VP. Fahu must be tilted off the face of the planet.
Yeah, that's when you get daxed, right? That's when you go on the pool table and
yeah. Man, it's rough.
GG. Yeah, I think Fahu just lost way too many Grens. He lost at one period, in about a couple of minutes, he lost 3 Grens, and then even later on, he just kept losing Grens. So I think squad preservation really is what Fahu fell behind in, and that's why he ended up losing that game. He had a big bank, but it didn't matter because he just kept having to rebuild his stuff. The strafes, some of them were a little bit preemptive, didn't quite achieve too much. GG, well played.
GG, well played indeed.
Though we should have. We should have seen the cover combat, dude. He didn't use that.
Nah, no
one ever uses this ability.
It was also, I thought Red Wings was going to throw by building a tank at this stage in the game and not going infiltration commandos. Infiltration commandos, yeah, I mean, Fahu misjudged the timing by like a second. If he got those 2 caps, he would have been fine. Doesn't actually pull it off. Came down to the wire in terms of munitions as well. Like, the Faust that killed the Brumba was so important, and that Brumba cap from Red Wings was so smart. That was so smart, because it forced 2 squads of Grens off the field and actually bought so much more VP time.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was possible that we saw a comeback and Red Wings gets another triple cap on and he makes it happen.
I just love that graveyard of abandoned vehicles. There was a Brumba here, there was a Brumba there, was a scout car, there was like
everything. Yeah.
Oh man, that was nuts. Alright, well GG, well played. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this cast. Subscribe to the channel for more Company of Heroes 2 content and other RTS stuff. That's it.
Thanks, guys.